All right, we're going to go through the demonstration, the setup and everything for a full golf swing. The book, The Spiritual Golfer, the reason it's called that is because inside every golfer there's a natural golf swing that abides deep within our own spirit. And a perfect example is if you take some great legendary golfers like the great Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer and Gary Player, they all swing different. None of their swings look the same. What is common is the point of impact. If you dressed them identical and shot them just from the knees down, they would look almost the same at impact, almost identical. So the important thing is how to get back to that impact position regardless of what your natural swing is. As you know, we've been working with 3 students and we have 3 different golf swings. And Steve here in a minute is going to demonstrate the full golf swing with the driver. And then we're going to go to Mark, who's going to demonstrate the mid-iron full swing. And then finally to Bob, who will demonstrate the short iron and 9-iron swing in a full swing. Setup for the driver varies from player to player. Some believe that you hit the ball slightly on the upstroke, some believe you hit it right at the bottom, some believe slightly down. Bottom line is this: if you strike the ball down, it goes higher. If you hit it on the upswing, it goes lower. Most players don't believe that, but the reason that happens is because the spin is created on the ball. Overspin up, backspin down. So when you hit the ball down, it causes the ball to rise. The ideal striking position, of course, would be dead flat, right at the bottom of your arc. So you need to find your natural golf swing where that is. So when you make practice swings, keep note of where that ball, where your club head strikes the ground, because it may be slightly back of the left heel, it may be towards the center, it may be out towards your toe. Every player is a little different. As you play the clubs, most players tend to move the club back in their stance as they get shorter clubs. The exception to that was the great Jack Nicklaus. He played everything inside his left heel, even a sand wedge. But for most players, they naturally move it back because the length of the club causes the arc to be lower and further back. So for the driver, the general rule of thumb is you play it inside your left heel and you take your normal stance about shoulder width. You want to make sure your hips and your shoulders are parallel to your line of flight, and you want to be nice and relaxed and just let your body tilt. If you were just resting your rump on a bar stool, just resting it, not sitting on it, just resting on it, is about how much knee flex you want. And then you just want your arms to hang naturally. So we don't want to reach out and we don't want to pull our arms in close. We just want to let them naturally hang. So for some players, they're further from the ball than the others just naturally. So the important thing is to let your arms naturally hang and find the bottom part of your arc so you know where to position the ball. All right, we have here Steve, who's going to demonstrate the driver. Steve, whenever you're ready. Extremely well struck golf ball with a nice draw. That one's out there around 275, 280. Good shot, Steve. Now we want to go to Mark, who's going to demonstrate the mid-iron. Where are you hitting? 5. Okay. So Mark is going to be hitting a 5-iron here. Now again, the stance, remember you want to be natural with what it is. So he's going to take his natural stance and just let his arms hang naturally, place the ball somewhere inside his left heel to center of the stance and just make his normal golf swing. Okay, Mark, whenever you're ready. Great golf shot, right down the middle with a little bit of a draw. Good shot, Mark. And then we have Bob, who's going to demonstrate the short iron. What are you hitting there, Bob?
9.
Okay, he's got a 9-iron. Again, as I mentioned before, players can choose how far back in his stance they move it based on the bottom of their arc. Bob plays his ball back a little further than most players because his arc is further back. Okay, Bob, whenever you're ready. Let's do another one. And let's do another one. Bob, you're throwing the club head past your hands. Back of the left, back of the left, back of the left.
Stop doing it then.
Okay, take again.
We'll do it.
Good shot, Bob. Just a little right of your target. Well done. Okay.